Okay, hi. In this video tutorial, it's all about how to create some sprites in Gamemaker itself. So this is probably if you can't find the sprite that you're looking for on the internet, or you just fancy having a go at creating your own sprites. It's probably one of the easiest ways to go about it. So what you can do is you can right click here on the sprites folder, create a sprite. Obviously give it a name, so I'll just call mine for a moment SBR and then character. But of course you can have the name of your actual character in here. And then rather than loading an image file, you can actually just edit it straight away. And what you've got here is there's no file attached to the sprite, so what you have to do is create one. So you click on the little new sprite icon there. And here is where you get to choose the size of your sprite. Now, ideally you're creating it at 32 by 32, so click OK at that setting. If you want your sprite a little bit bigger you can do, or a little bit smaller you can do, and just change those numbers in there. Don't forget they are pixel values. Click OK. Now you have this blank canvas, 32 pixels by 32 pixels. You can tell it's blank because it's got this grey and white check, which is the icon for transparency, or the color for transparency. Okay, so I want to add something in here now, so I double click on that, and then it takes you into a little paint type program you're probably familiar with. Now it would be very hard to draw what you want to draw in there because we're talking about pixel dimensions here that are very small, so you just use the zoom, the magnifying glass here to zoom in on that section, and then you've got individual pixels that you can edit, and if you counted them here you would get your 32. So here we go. Now, depending on what you want, of course, you can use a range of tools here, depending on how you would I'd like your sprite to look. Now, what I would suggest is whatever sprite you do draw, you do in fact start at the top and finish at the bottom. You want to maximize the use and try and go as wide as possible here as well of the space that you have available. Okay, so if I was just to draw out a quick sprite here now, this would be the sort of thing I would mean by this. And now obviously I am really rushing this. You can take a lot more time creating your sprite, but this is sort of me here creating a tiny little character sprite. This could be sort of an alien or a spider type thing I've got going on here, but I've really tried to maximize the use of the space. And have a play with some of the tools here. Obviously you've got rubber and you've got fill, and you can choose a color and you can sort of fill in different parts over here, and you're quite familiar, I'm sure, with how to do how to use paint. This is the sort of thing you might have done in junior school. Then when you're happy with your sprite, you just click on the tick here and you tick again, and then you can see that you've got him loaded in, and you can use that to be an object in your game. Okay, so that's how you create sprites using Gamemaker.